And hello, everybody. Gotta make sure I clap. I want to do a clap. Um, Welcome to another episode of the Uncanny Spirits Club. And it has been a long day, so I'm a little kind of like, ugh. So I'm gonna try to stay somewhat upbeat about this. It's not that it's gonna be a bad drink. I don't think. I'm just, ugh. So we're gonna muddle through it here. But this is episode 85 of the Uncanny Spirits Club. 85. That's a lot of ooze. uh, on top of that, of course, we have 12 episodes of the Chip Chop Ham. Apparently, Cheap Shot Challenge. Maybe I should review some Chip Chop Ham. I don't know what's the difference. I have no idea. Anyway, 12 episodes of that and 6 episodes of searching for an IPA that doesn't suck. And I found two that didn't suck. One was better than the other. They didn't convince me that I need to start drinking them, but they didn't horribly suck. The other ones did. I'll be adding more episodes to that in the future at some point. Um, there's only so much IPA I can take in a certain run. But anyway, today I have, and I'm surprised I haven't tried this before. Although now that I say that, I'm not entirely surprised because there was a reason why I didn't before, and I'll get to that in a minute. Um, this is Ezra Brooks 99 proof Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. And I have not tried Ezra Brooks before because a lot of the ones that my grocery store carried were in big plastic jugs. And you know me, I don't drink out of plastic. Maybe a plastic cup if I need to, not often, but not out of a plastic bottle. It's not going to happen. So this was in glass. This was roughly $26 and some change. So very affordable for a 99 proof. It's over the threshold for cheap shot challenge, so it's not included in that. You know, the threshold for that is under 20. If this was under 20 at 99 proof and it tastes good, I'll find out in a minute. Then it might be a good contender, but it's not because it's just shy. Now, it's distilled and aged in Kentucky for Lux Row Distillers, Bardstown, Kentucky. Bardstown is another brand that does bourbons here in Ohio. So it's interesting that it's mentioned there. Um, it is bottled at a bold 99 proof, it says so on the side, and aged the old fashioned way into new charred American white oak barrels. It's then charcoal filtered for an unmistakable, unforgettable, mellow flavor. So let's find out how accurate that is. So I'm going to go ahead and pile that off here. Nice cork pop there. Ooh, that smells good. That's a proper bourbon smell. Ooh, I've had so many cheap shot challenge bourbons lately that I really missed a good, like, inexpensive, tasty bourbon. I did. I very much missed it. Um, but it smells really, really good. Really good. I'm interested. It smells strong. It smells flavorful. So we're gonna go ahead and make a generous pour. The dog's fussing in the background, so you guys might hear that. But we're gonna try to get through that before she has to go and do what she does. So now that it's in this glass, it's got a nice color. I know the color, as usual, is not super accurate on the video, but it's a nice bourbon brown. Nothing too fantastic, not too red, not too gold. Good old bottle of brown stuff. Ooh, almost smells like some cherry and some cream, like a cherry cheese Danish. Almost is what I'm smelling. Mmm, definitely has some creamy blah, 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 blah. I said I was going to be kind of like, didn't I? Some creamy fruit flavor in there. And got some nice viscosity, of course, befitting the 99 proof. You can't see that super well, of course, on the camera, but it's there. So, I'm interested. I'm interested. And Ezra Brooks has been around a lot, and it's been known to be a lower priced bourbon. And I just, most of the time, I see it in plastic, so I haven't been getting it. But this was in glass, and I'm pleased. And we're going to taste it. We're going to do a clink off screen. That's bright. You can taste the sour mash. I'm definitely getting hints of dark fruits, like maybe some black cherry in there. Not as much as like the blackened American whiskey, the Metallica themed one. Not bad though. It settles smoothly. It starts off a little strong, a little fumy, but not bad. It feels like it's going to overwhelm your palate, and then it settles down relatively quick. I think if you took too big of a gulp of this, you might get a lot up in your sinuses. But it's settling very nicely with a nice fruity flavor. Not as much creamy as the smell. It doesn't have like a cream kind of flavor as much. I'm getting mostly the darker fruit. It's not bad though. Get a little bit of numbing on the tongue. Not as much as I would have expected from a 99 proof, but that can be deceptive. Just because you're not tasting it doesn't mean it's not in there. So here's a second one now that the palate's adjusted. And it does want to get up into the sinuses. There is that initial bit of fuminess from the alcohol content. And so it starts off a bit sharp and a bit strong, but it does mellow out pretty quick. And it is leaving me with kind of a dark cherry, like a dried cherries almost taste to it. It almost tastes like what you would get if you had cherries that had been soaked in bourbon already. So it's already like bourbon cherries. So you're getting like a double whammy there, which kind of takes away a little bit from the cherry taste because it's already got that bourbon in there. But still, it's not bad. For the price, I can't say no to it. It's not up on my list of favorites because that initial harshness kind of is spoiling things a little bit. It's messing with the flavors that I know are buried in there. But it's not bad. It doesn't overwhelm them to the point that it spoils it, but it does kind of bring it down a notch. But again, for the price, for like 26 and some change here in Ohio, that's really a minor complaint. If you're looking for something 99 proof that tastes 99 proof, that's also got a little bit of flavor in it, that's not going to bust your wallet wide open, this is not a bad choice. It's not my first choice, but it is definitely not a bad choice. So there you have it. I'm going to show you the bottle again. Make sure you guys see that. That's Ezra Brooks 99 proof Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. And I know people who used to tell me all the time back in the day that you could get this, and they would get this in place of like Jack Daniels because it had a similar taste profile, which I'm not entirely getting. I'm not getting the same as Jack Daniels from that. But they would get it in place of that because it was cheaper and it was decent. Whereas Jack Daniels was Jack Daniels. So, and really, Jack is not that particularly expensive if you get the entry level ones. Even the bottled and bond ones, the new ones that have come out are not that high priced. They're in the 30 range, which is not bad. It's only if you get up into like Gentleman Jack and some of that kind of stuff that you're paying into like the $40, $50 range. But still, it's affordable. I think it's tasty enough. Um, again, not my first choice, but not a bad choice at all. So it's not something that I would pass on. And if it had been like $7 cheaper, it'd be a good candidate for the cheap shot challenge. So if the price ever goes down, maybe we'll see. So there you have it. Ezra Brooks 99 proof straight bourbon whiskey. I'm going to finish this and enjoy it. And I will catch you folks next time. As always, cheers.